I told her she had 3 seconds to finish the banana.
That's what
That's what she said.
Yeah, hurry up. Finish it off. Oh, God, sorry. Hold on.
Is that a banana in your mouth? Or are you just happy to see me?
All right. We got 2 people watching who are probably like, what the hell? I didn't think I was coming into softcore porn.
No, it's parliamentary porn.
Boom, chuck. Hold on. I keep forgetting. Here we go.
Sound effects.
Okay, we're getting going. Hold on. Isn't this a badass jacket? It's like totally like a 70s couch. We had a couch like this when I was growing up. I should find the picture. But it was totally, and literally, I think it was a little greener.
Crinkled gold brown velvet.
Yeah, but isn't it nice? I love it. Super warm. Okay. Yeah. So while our audience is building, I'm going to see if we ran off the... No, yeah, well, we didn't run off the 2 people that are here. Yet. Come to comments because, we like interacting with people. But before we do the Roberts...
Well, we like interacting with nice people.
Which excludes us and everybody in our audience.
Yeah.
We wanted to complain about Hall Monitor Hogarth for a bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the sport of the day? Actually, it's not complaining about her, it's critique. Even though they'll say we're violating the nap. Yes, we're gonna
take a fucking nap while we critique.
We're gonna violate the nap right now. And you cussed within the first few minutes. That means total demonetization from YouTube. You got to be good for at least a minute.
Okay, well, I'll take a drink for that.
Okay. All right. So we, last night on Pink Flame of Liberty, we talked about Delaware. Well, I talked about Delaware, but you were in the audience. I feel like we talked about Delaware.
I was present, just
yeah.
not here. not in studio.
So we don't need to go over that more. People can go to that show. But
wait, mic check. Am I okay?
Oh.
Mic check.
Yeah, you're peeking. So we'll have to see what people... We'll have to see what people say. Okay, yes.
Peeking or perving?
So, Susan... We need a little... That'd be fun.
We need a rim shot, yeah.
Susan... Oh, damn. Whoa. Oh, that was... Here we go. Really? Or... Oof.
Sometimes the timing just works.
That's what she said.
Okay. So Susan is the regional representative for the state of Delaware. So she's she's their regional. And I'm going to be absolutely fair first before we get catty. Wait, hold on. Before we turn into...
You catty bitches.
Right, before we turn into you catty bitches, we're going to be fair. Everyone in Delaware that I've talked to has said she's been very helpful to them. Like, she's been available. She's been on the phone with some of them for hours. So let's give credit where credit is due. That is what a regional's supposed to do.
Were they sober?
Everyone was sober involved. Okay. So no, we're complimenting here. No insults yet. We're going to insult just fine in a minute.
That was a question.
So credit where credit is due. But Ms. Hogarth, who always has to sound as officious as possible, officiously pretentious as possible.
We are not amused.
We definitely are not amused. So she decided to post on the LNC list, and we're going to look at the email, and then we're going to critique it like catty little bitches.
By the way, if you read the email in that Queen Elizabeth, we are not amused, it makes more sense.
Yeah, okay, so here we go.
Like Julia Child.
You can read it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're going to read it out loud, because not everyone's watching the screen.
Okay. In a normal voice? Or
no, you could do the Queen Elizabeth voice. We're being catty little bitches.
Okay. Colleagues.
Sorry.
As I'm sure most of you are aware, there is a developing situation with the board of the Delaware State Party. The short story is that part of the board convened and displaced several of the other members, including the chair and vice chair. Naturally, the situation is much more complex and nuanced than can be conveyed in a brief message. I am in contact with several board members and have been working to gather information and an understanding of the situation. I ask that as LNC members we exercise some patience and restraint in rushing to conclusions and sharing speculations. I hope that we can avoid inflaming tensions both within Delaware itself and the party at large. I'm happy to answer questions as well as I can, but I must ask that we not rush to conclusions or demands for action. There is no emergency, and putting a little patience in the beginning will pay off in the longer term, I believe.
Okay, that was good. That's a good start to our catty bitch session. Okay, so I have a lot of some people are gonna be like, how can you have any problem with this? I have a lot of problems with this. First of all, yeah, it's officiousness. But besides that,
I think sanctimonious is the word.
yeah, But besides that, this should never have been on the LNC list to begin with. There's no indication whatsoever that, unlike New Hampshire, that the National Party intervened, or got involved. And we generally don't. So, she can try to talk to the people. She's their regional, but everyone else should be pretty whatever. So why this is on here, other than to make herself look so good and reasonable and let's not jump to conclusions type thing, that's really the only purpose of it. It's a clout chasing email, basically. But the LNC should not be discussing internal matters of the state party on the LNC list. If LNC members personally want to discuss it amongst themselves, whatever. The funny thing is, out of all things that probably could have gone on the secret list, this could have. Because this has nothing to do with our official business. It's just her letting people know I'm handling it. But other than that, this is national minding Delaware's business right now when there's no reason for us to be. The only time that discussions of a state party's internal business should be on the internal list is if somebody is seriously considering disaffiliation. If no one is considering that, this has no business being on the public list or on the LNC list to begin with. Period. At all. So
I think there's more to it than that. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I don't. You're being actually, for once, when it comes to Susan, you're being less charitable than me. Normally, I'm like the worst because I don't like her very much.
I look at what's happening here versus what happened in New Hampshire. And yeah, there's, at this point, different issues at play.
And I think there's going to permanently,
I'm taking a remains to be seen on that perspective yet. But here's the gig. When New Hampshire went down, New Hampshire came to you and said help. And you...
Actually, no.
No?
No. It was so jumbled. A bunch of members wrote me, some of them from New Hampshire, some of them not. Just like, what the hell? And kind of like what Delaware showed me the letter. Because there was excuse me, a public letter. Yeah, I ate that banana too quickly.
That's what she said.
I know. So it was just like a what the hell.
Yeah.
And the people in New Hampshire didn't know me. Like, they wouldn't have known me to come to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of people don't realize. I was not friends with that board. We became friends afterwards. And Joletta certainly wasn't going to come to me because she knew she was doing the wrong thing. Right. So, no, it's different. Go ahead and go your suspicions.
Because of what happened in New Hampshire, and because of the way that Henchman specifically said that they were trying to suspend you at that point in retaliation for exposing all that mess. Mm-hmm. Okay, putting the whistleblower situation in play. And yes, I do believe that.
I think it's without question.
No, it is without question. But in this case, what we have here, and by the way, the whistleblowing thing is part of the appeal on this the current suspension. I see this as an attempt to do a parallel investigation to a somewhat, not totally, but somewhat parallel situation to say, and then when it comes out, whatever comes out of it, and there's no repercussions back on Hogarth, she can come back to the Judicial Committee and say, see, it wasn't retaliation for whistleblowing on New Hampshire, because this happened and nothing happened out of that.
Yeah, I don't see that, but I can respect that's your point of view, only because there's just no implication of the LNC involved. So there's nothing she's whistleblowing, and I don't think there's a... Honestly, well, you can be... Listen, I don't blame you for being suspicious, but I don't think there's any there with that. However, I do see a whistleblower implication. Let me just... not whistleblower. An implication as to what happened with me. Let's say that the LNC was starting to think, hey, maybe we do need to be talking disaffiliation. Mm-hmm. Nobody is going to bring that up. Why? because in order for other LNC members to come to that conclusion, they can't have their information filtered through the Region 5 representative.
Right.
They have to do their own investigation, and they're all terrified. Nobody on the LNC this term is going to do what I did. So I think it's actually in the other direction. I think this is going to prove the fact that there's been now that we said there's been no responses to this. Some people are just going to be peevish and respond. But the fact that this has been up now for nearly 24 hours with no responses goes to show you that everyone is just like, fuck, I'm not getting involved. We saw what happened to her.
Right.
Because if, let's say I were still on the LNC and I was thinking, well, maybe this is a disaffiliable situation, I'd be doing my own investigation. Simple as that. And I can prove that by going back to what happened way before New Hampshire with Florida. When everyone was kept saying that there was a big Nazi situation in Florida, a lot of people were calling for disaffiliation of the Florida Party, including Andy Craig, all that crowd.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I got a little swept up in that. Like, I was very concerned. I didn't think we needed to disaffiliate Florida. That's one of our biggest affiliates.
Right.
But I was concerned. And what did I do? Did you think I only relied upon what Stephen Nikala was telling us? No. I went to Florida and talked to people.
Yeah, you went there and
right. I
got the straight poop.
Yeah, I sat and talked with...
Like, is demonetized for saying poop?
No, you're allowed to say poop. You're allowed to say poo-poo and caca. So, yeah, I went and talked to some of the alleged Nazis. And funny, one of the alleged Nazis was there... I don't know if it was his girlfriend or just his companion, but with a black girl, which was like, oh, okay. That's not typical for a Nazi.
No.
For a neo-Nazi. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The KKK people, allegedly.
Yeah.
He was certainly rough around the edges guy. Okay, and I think he was purposely...
Isn't that a redundant term for most guys?
Yeah, but this was... He was purposely playing up, I think, the whole... Like, just to tweak people, the Nazi thing with whatever. Yeah. I'm not even getting into it. That whole situation's past. Florida has way moved past that.
Right.
But I came back from my own investigation with saying, I trust Stephen Nikala in this. Just let them handle it. But there was serious talk of disaffiliation. Nobody here is going to make phone calls to Delaware themselves. Nobody.
Right.
Because they'll be terrified. I've done it. I'm not on the LNC right now, but let me tell you.
You also aren't terrified of it.
Right. If I were on the LNC, I wouldn't be doing anything any differently. I would still be making these phone calls. Yeah. But a lot of that has nothing to do, and I'm going to just showing my hand here. A lot of it has nothing to do with even the quote-unquote issues. A lot of this has to do with, I know every single person involved, and they're all friends of mine. And I went to Delaware. I loved it. Like, I was even considering telling Wayne we needed to move to fucking Delaware. That's how much I loved Delaware. There was a bed and breakfast there that was such a great price, and then coronavirus hit. So I feel a weird connection to Delaware.
Effing coronavirus, screws up everything.
So I have a personal interest in it that has nothing to do with LNC. Mm-hmm. I know every single player, and I like all of them, and they're all so different. And I know a lot of people will like to say it, and Mises people are going to get mad at me right now. But listen, this is why I have a reputation for integrity. Is I don't care who I'm going to maybe tweak a little. I know the villain in this story from the Mises Caucus perspective is Will McVeigh, and I do think he's done wrong. However, it's funny, just like where I said where Joletta was my friend. In a way, I kind of relate to Will, and I think you would as well, because you and I are both have the reputation of being the bull in the china shop, bullheaded, sometimes not the easiest to get along with people. And this is Will. Yeah. Will is that character in Delaware. Now, I think he's entirely wrong here, but I feel a kinship just with his personality type, kind of in a way, because listen, you actually remind me a lot of Will, because you're the guy. I have a little bit more of a feminine touch to it. You would understand. I think you see he's entirely wrong, but if you met him as a person, you'd be like, I understand this man.
The concern I have over all this, and this is a combination of what happened, which I'll admit my own details are based on what that letter was, and not knowing anybody there.
Well, that letter was awful.
Oh, yeah, the letter was terrible, but not knowing
Let's go back
specifics and the particulars of what's going on. The concern I have is that this bylaws proposal they have, which would make everything into basically a top-down,
awful
click-based coffee clatch, for lack of a better term. It does it because it would put all the control of everything in the Delaware party in control of the state board, including deciding who's a member and who's not, and that's a fundamental no. Well, you can't grow the party if you have this.
No, it's not a political party. Then it's a private.
It's a coffee clatch.
Yeah, it's a very it's a kingdom, a fiefdom. And I told Will this.
Pond.
Yeah, I told this, and I said this to everybody online. If they pass that additional bylaw thing, I do think they risk disaffiliation. Mm-hmm. Not this term, but potentially next term. But with Susan's email, that was just inappropriate to put on the list. Do I think she had malice in putting it up? No, I just think she was trying to make herself out to be little Miss Reasonable the way she tries to do because she likes huffing her own parts. But I don't think there was any kind of malice. It was self-serving.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have been up there. Unless we're talking disaffiliation, the LNC should not be minding Delaware's business. Yeah. Simple as that. Anyway.
I mean, if she simply said, I've been asked to look into this by the region, and I am, and let's leave it at that until we get some answers.
I don't even think she needs to say that, unless somebody asked.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Stephen Nikala never brought up Florida until people started asking. Mm-hmm. Because it was like, I don't know, Kayla was like huffing her own farts, laughing my ass off. But no, Susan is...
did you say farts or parts?
No, I said farts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said parts.
Oh, no, that'd be gross. No, I don't mean that like... That didn't mean that personally insulting. I'm just saying like huffing your own parts sounds kind of like very weird. No, farts. And Susan is the queen of the fart huffers. Of the self fart huffers. Anyway, so there was no malice. It was just very, look how wonderfully polite I am. And, you know, like I say to everyone, Susan, you have no idea what the rest of the LNC thinks of you. It's barely better than what they think of me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm of the opinion right now that Delaware will have to figure out what's going on there. And if the members at the ground level figure this out and they're pissed off enough to realize that a select clique.
But if this other bylaw passes, there's nothing they could do.
Except it has to be disaffiliated and start over, yeah.
Right. And that's really the only option. They'll force National's hand. And National still wouldn't get involved unless members started complaining. Right. They would probably...
The whole premise of allowing the state board to change the bylaws that govern them, that's just, no.
Never do that. I don't care how small you are. And as I said, Douglas County allows that. I'm going to try to remove that.
Even El Paso County, with the bylaws I wrote, never allowed that.
Maybe in the beginning. See, Douglas, remember, El Paso's very established. Douglas existed in the 2000s and then died until
so did El Paso.
But then, well,
I was there.
Yeah, but it's more established than Douglas.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, when Douglas started, I didn't know how to really fucking write. Like, I was new. Wayne was new. We didn't want to We didn't want to paint ourselves into a corner we couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
And the way to say that the board's allowed to amend the bylaws is simplistic. It's not really that. It is, but it isn't. Any dues-paying member that shows up to the board meeting where it's noticed also gets a vote. Yeah. So it's not just the board.
So you have a little more inclusive operation than other places do.
But to be honest, nobody ever shows up to our board meetings. But in theory, it's any dues-paying member that shows up at the properly noticed, and it has to be noticed for like, it's not even 30 days. It's like a ridiculously long period of time because I was still suspicious.
Yeah.
You know?
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to put that, you don't want the foxes guarding the hen house.
Exactly. So,
especially when dinner time.
Douglas is mature enough that I think we can remove that and put in the emergency convention clause that will solve that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, so we're done with Delaware. We're done being, hold on, I am so fucking blind. This is what's so terrible. That's why I bedazzle my glasses, because if I'm going to be old, I'm going to at least be fun. Done being...
You catty bitches.
We're done being that to Susan. Look at these, my stumpy nails, look. I didn't show you this, did I? I damaged them so badly that I need to let them heal before I can put nails back on. What did you do? I kept ripping my nails off, and it pulled off whole layers of... This is so... Can you see how paper thin that is right there? It's so damaged.
See, this is why I don't do anything like that.
I'll paint your nails. Want me to paint your nails?
No, you don't want you to paint my nails.
They're nice big nails, though.
I know. I inherited my nails from my mother. She had great nails.
So, it's been 2 weeks.
That's why they grow the way they do, and I got these huge-ass freaking nails I got to trim about every week.
Well,
They're great for back scratches, by the way.
These are terrible. So, they've been this way for 2 weeks.
Maybe I should pimp myself out as a back scratcher for people.
Hey, any way you can make your money. So in a week and a half, I have to put nails on because I'm going, though, out of town. And I will. And the reason why I haven't been saying where I'm going, because it's kind of like on the down low. So we're not going to talk about it. It's like Fight Club. We're not going to talk about it. But I'll be out of town. And I'm not going out of town with nasty nails. No. Okay. So where were we at, Mr. Seebeck? What day?
Here, which is the 28th. So
okay. Did you cheat?
No.
I think he cheated. What do you think?
I always think they cheated.
Let me, just 1 second. Okay. So we have...
Never mind the fact she doesn't want the x-ray glasses.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, and JJ's here, Kayla's here, narcissistic, and I think that's our studio audience right now. JJ, I have to ask, do you ever leave your house? He's gonna go, no, I don't. Thank you for asking.
Well, no, he does. He goes to all the dog clubs to.
And he's unavailable Friday and Saturday. In case you did not get the hint.
I don't want to know why.
JJ, are you available Friday and Saturday? Oh, but that reminds me, I need to extend my Pennsylvania plans because I got to spend some time. I have to spend some time with JJ, and he's not going to come to the Pennsylvania convention. I want him to come.
That's what she said.
Oh, God. Unit meeting.
You said unit meeting? What kind of unit?
I was going to say, that sounds kinky. Nice unit. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is super, super getting pornographic really too far.
You want, JJ, you want to hear some of the stuff we...
No, he meant the meeting. He meant the convention. No, he didn't mean our jokes were going too far.
I was going to say, you want to hear some of the stuff we come up with software engineering. We can make anything sound pornographic.
CJ, I saw the picture. CJ got the say decorum one more time. I can't comment because I'm still on Facebook ban, but I did see it. And I will comment, and I think in 2 days I'm off ban. I think it's 2 days.
We can talk in 2 days.
Maybe 3 days. But I saw it. Oh, and CJ, send me that file of you with the cat face thing, because that was freaking hilarious.
Cue the Bob Seger music.
Yeah.
Karen Ann's getting out tonight.
Oh, he's the only male in the unit.
No wonder you're not available. You're occupied.
Yeah, JJ's going cruising. And he hates when I call it nap. The National Association of Politics, they hate being called nap, so that means I just call them nap constantly. So he's cruising nap for the chicks. It's like when Mark Montoni used to go to the Green Party meetings to pick up chicks. He'll tell you he did. He's like, there's a lot of chicks at the Green Party meetings.
That really makes Hahnemann happy.
You want to know what? The Green Party meeting should, like, for socials, merge with the LP, because we're all dudes mostly, and they're all chicks, and then they could hook up.
That'd never work.
Listen, you saw how desperate a lot of the LP guys are.
Yeah.
They just see woman politics. It doesn't even matter anymore.
I understand that, but the women in the Greens wouldn't go for the men in the LP.
Well, I don't know. Are they like not those kinds of girls? You know what I mean? You know the meme.
Some of them aren't.
You know the meme is like not like other girls. Okay, let's continue now.
Some of them don't swing that way. Let's put it that way.
Well, okay. I gotcha. Hahnemann never attends. Really?
Well, of course not. He's too busy in his ivory tower complaining about Karen Ann.
Yeah. He's so badass. I love that old man. All right, it's not just me though. When JJ was looking at some of those other questions when we were doing our research, he was snotty to a bunch of people, and I was just like, you go. Like, get off my fucking lawn, Hahnemann, man. I could just picture him out there hosing neighborhood kids down.
With hose going in one hand, get off my lawn!
See? Kaylor likes the Green Party idea. Mark Montoni will tell you, he totally cruised there looking for chicks.
You know, it's funny because when I pulled up, I saw your new Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was his. I thought he was still here.
Oh, no. And I got it. Wayne bought me a car. It's a Jeep. It's older. How old is it? It's good condition, though.
It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee from
early 90s?
Say mid 90s.
Mid 90s?
It looks in good shape. It looks really nice though.
But there's no
back before Chrysler really screwed up the Jeeps.
But it's not pink.
Not yet.
Not yet is the operative. Wayne said we can't get it repainted though.
Get a wrap put on it.
How much are those though?
I have to check, but
They'd be almost as much as a fucking cheap paint job though.
maybe, but you can also take them off later.
Yeah, boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Trust me, I've looked at the idea of possibly getting my Ranger wrapped in tie-dye.
That would look good.
Well, they have. There's a company out there, and I wish I could find them. I think there's more than one. They literally make these wraps that go on your vehicle. When you look at the vehicle from one direction, it's a flake metallic one color. But then when you look at from the other end, it's a flake metallic different color. And if you walk past from one end to the other, you can see it changing colors as you go. It is so awesome to see.
I think I want to get a wrap though for the Jeep, or at least some signs for Pink Flame of Liberty. That would be fantastic.
You can get good 18 by 24 metallics custom made through like through FedEx Kinkos and such.
I'm going to do that, I think, because right now it's really boring.
I did that for Ron Paul.
It's a dark gray. It's just like dark gray. But I mean, it's nice. It smells like bug spray right now. I don't know what kind of detailing, like spray, whatever. Yeah. Hate sex can be great.
But no. Back in 08, I did one of those 18 by 24 magnet stuffs. I had on the tailgate of my Ranger for Ron Paul back in LA back in the day.
I think I'm going to, because right now it's really boring.
I was passive advertising to how many million people?
And there's no bumper stickers on it. You know, I'm the typical third party,
you gotta fix that.
freak. You know, there's going to be like 1 million, but no coexist ones. No.
You gotta fix that.
Okay, are you ready now?
You need to get a bumper sticker about the decorum.
Say decorum one more time. Okay, are we ready now? And hello, Seamus, Joy, Richard.
Richard Brown. Hi, Richard.
Richard. Oh man, we're just having all of the heavy hitters here. Okay. Richard, you need to read that letter from Delaware. Oh my God, you will freak out. Okay, let's
I
continue.
didn't read their bylaws proposal.
All right. You ready, Mr. Seebeck?
I'm as ready as I can be.
All right. The conditions for exhaustion of the previous question include which of the following?
A 45-hour work week.
The conditions for exhaustion of the previous question include which of the following?
Okay.
A. When all of the motions on which the previous question was ordered have been voted on.
Okay.
B. At the end of the session in which the previous question was ordered. C. When those not yet voted on have either been committed or postponed indefinitely. Or D. All of the above are correct.
Okay. The conditions for exhaustion of a question.
Of the previous question.
The previous question. Okay, give me A again.
When all motions on which the previous question was ordered have been voted on.
Okay.
B. At the end of the session in which the previous question was ordered.
Okay.
C. When those not yet voted on have either been committed or postponed indefinitely. D. All of the above are correct.
Okay, give me A one more time.
When all motions on which the previous question was ordered have been voted on.
Okay, give me B.
At the end of the session in which the previous question was ordered.
At the end of the session at which the previous question. This is for exhaustion. Okay. Let's see, one more time on C.
When those not yet voted on have either been committed or postponed indefinitely.
Okay, so if it has been exhausted, it's been committed, and it's been going to or a committee. That could be true. Give me A one more time.
When all motions on which the previous question was ordered have been voted on.
Okay, so everything been disposed of. Okay, that could be true too. So give me B.
At the end of the session in which the previous question was ordered.
I'm gonna go with D because I think they're all right.
It is. It's
Oh,
D.
okay.
It's D. You overthought it. You're overthinking it.
I'm trying to think it through, but you know.
And I don't actually think we need to look. I mean, do we need to look this up? This is not tricky. You made it tricky.
Well, I was just making sure it was understood.
Yeah, no.
We get from all this joking around into something focused.
I mean, the only thing that was questionable was the end of the session one.
Yeah. So.
But obviously, I mean, if it's the end of the session, like your next meeting, it's not going to carry over to another session.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to do the.
Yeah.
But you get to put a ticky up there. Okay. All right. There was something I needed to tell you, and I forgot what it was. It was in my head when I was doing this. Oh! I am so upset.
Turn on the voices in your head.
I'm so upset. Okay,
Me?
I am
Otherwise?
no, just upset. I am waiting for my exam for my motion scripts to be graded. I submitted the assignment in July. We are in October, and it still hasn't been graded.
Good Lord.
So I wrote them
Yeah.
and said, "Can I just take the fucking old test and get it over with?" And they're like, "Yes, but you got to pay for it," which I knew. And then I looked at how much it was, and I don't have the money. And B, you only have till December. Not to finish, to at least pass 2 of the whatever sections, and which I could do, but it's $200.
So what's the response is, well, why haven't you graded from July
They
yet?
gave me no response to that. Ooh, excuse me. However,
Gesundheit.
I got some coupons for the vampires, you know, where they're killing my arm.
Yeah.
And if I can earn some extra money there, I think I'm just going to pay and take the fucking other test.
Yeah.
So what this is leading up to, you and I need to do the show where we independently take that test and then come together and grade it. So if you agree not to cheat, no, we need to do it together so we can, because I don't trust you not to cheat and you don't trust me not to cheat.
How would I cheat on that one? I wouldn't know what the answers are anyway.
You'd look it up. Like if I gave you what I was going to say, if I sent you home with the test, I don't trust you not to cheat. So how about we get together soon and we sit down and we'll film it, not live, of us taking the test, but we'll do like when we play it, it'll be like sped up like 20. Right.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the show grading it. How does that sound?
That's an idea.
Okay, because I got the book, the test book thing, the sample test. Because I'd like to see if
this will be the sample, not the full, not the real McCoy.
Well, it's as long as the real one, though.
Oh, yeah.
So if I flunk it, I'm not going to do it. So this is it. If I pass that one in our test, then I think I'm just going to need to find the money.
I understand that. By the way, Richard, information on Delaware stuff is on Karen's
last night.
A wall.
And last night I did a
last
show.
night she did a show on it, too.
A show said, so people are
Karen's
asking me about what happened in Delaware.
Yeah. You see that bylaw proposal, I think you're going to go, what the bleep?
Yeah,
Like
no,
we did.
JJ's not exaggerating.
No,
And
he's
JJ's
not.
actually not prone to exaggeration. That's me.
No,
JJ's actually
not exaggerating.
JJ's actually prone to understatement, except for when he's yelling at me. He did yell at me that day, by the way. I started crying. JJ made me cry. It was after I got suspended, and he started yelling at me. It was the next day or the day after, and I'm like, I can't talk right now.
Richard Brown, you do the old test, take parts 3 and 4, or 4 and 5. Part 2 is hard, and part 1 doesn't count.
True, he does yell. He yells more than Daniel Hayes. Why is part 2 hard? What is part 2?
Why does part 1 not count?
Yeah, tell us about part 1 and 2. And I have to just pass 2 parts by December. I can do the old test. It's just that it's $200, and I'm be broke. Mama don't got no money. Mama don't got no lettuce for the shoe fetish.
I don't want to know where you found that quote.
Fergie.
Fergie.
Okay, all right. It's now my turn. But I would like to do that because I want to
I don't see no lettuce in your shoes, thank God.
I want to get I want to start working.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a Sunday.
Oh. So you get another chance to you fucking bastard.
Now you're demonetizing yourself.
Well, no, it's past a minute.
Yeah.
Do I have I don't have a no. Just gonna do
Bitches.
yes.
Have you ever seen the movie Johnny Dangerously?
No. I don't watch movies, you know that.
There's-
Part 1 is the open book part and doesn't count as one of the 2 parts you have to pass. Oh, he didn't mean it didn't count towards your grade.
Okay.
It doesn't count as one of the 2 parts you have to pass.
Okay, so why is part 2 the hardest part?
Yeah, tell us now why part 2 is the hardest part. We wanted to know that.
Oh, be,
Why did you only answer part of the question?
Oh, be nice.
I am being nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's you again. I can't. Oh, okay. Hopefully this is hard. That's all I can say.
That's what she said.
Yes, that is. Hopefully this is very hard. Which of the following is correct? When a subsidiary motion to refer the question to a committee is adopted without all of the necessary details, We've had this question before.
I think we have.
For example, type of committee, name, number of members, selection method. So, which of the following is correct when all of that happens?
Princess Leia yells, "I am not a committee!"
Besides that,
Yeah.
A. The details must be completed before any other business is taken up. B. The details must be completed prior to the adjournment of the session. C. The details must be completed prior to the adjournment of the meeting. D. The details may be completed after the adjournment of the meeting, but the committee cannot function until all the details are completed.
Ooh.
That is a little tough. I'm glad
This is subtle. Okay, give me the original part of the question was they committed it. They made a commit.
and they didn't give all the
But they
details,
didn't give all the details.
such as the type of committee, the name of the committee, the number of the members, and the selection method of the
So we're
members.
sending this to a committee, but we don't know anything about the committee yet.
Except for that it's going to a committee.
Right. We know it's going to some
Right.
committee. We don't know who. Any of the details. Okay. So,
And then the thing that's the same in all the answers is when must the details be completed?
Right.
Must they be completed before any other business is taken up? Prior to the adjournment of the session, which is B. C. Prior to the adjournment of the meeting. Or D. It can be after adjournment, but the committee can't function until it's done.
well, okay. A is the immediate. Got to get this sorted out answer, but
Before anything else.
right. But there may be other information that may pop up in the meeting which may affect that. So I'm going to discount that for the moment. B is before the session is done.
Right.
That's probably the safest approach. C was
Before the meeting is done.
before the meeting is done, but there might be another meeting in the session.
And D is, it could be after the adjournment of the session, but the committee can't do
Adjournment of
anything.
the session or adjournment of the meeting on D?
Oh, meeting, excuse
Okay,
me.
That's different. Yeah.
Yep.
Adjournment of the meeting, but the rest of it was
But the committee can't do anything until you do that,
which
obviously,
makes- which
because
is
you don't even know who the
obviously
members
true. Yeah.
are.
You don't even know what the committee is, what they're doing, or who's in it. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, D is fundamentally, obviously, partially correct.
Well, partially, but whether it can be completed afterwards is
Right. I'm going to stick with B. I think it's probably the safest and most reasonable approach. Before the adjournment of the session.
B was the adjournment, right?
Yeah.
A. Immediately.
Really?
So let's look this up.
Okay.
Section 13,
This is section 13, which is
commit, I'm sure.
Commit, probably.
And it's
Oh, not section 30. What the hell?
a subsidiary motion to commit, right?
Let's see.
Yes. Okay.
It's actually.
And I wonder if it will be is it in the standard descriptives?
Hold on. You definitely commit. Yeah. Let's see. It's 173 in the 11th, which is not in the descriptive paragraph.
But it's probably further rules and explanation.
It's into that. Yes, it is under a section titled "Completing." No, wait a minute. Excuse me. That's
Completing an incomplete motion to commit.
just before that, actually, the paragraph above that.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, under alternative procedures when the motion is incomplete.
Okay. So it's 1311 in the newest.
So yeah, 14 through 19 on 173 and section 13 in the 11th.
Okay, I'll read it in mine. So it's 1311.
Yeah.
And the event that doing all of this crap results in the adoption of an incomplete motion to refer the question to a committee, the details must be completed as described in the following paragraphs. In such a case, no new subject, except a privileged one, can be introduced until the assembly has decided all of the related questions.
Okay.
So-
Yes, that's what it says here too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The only punchline is they shouldn't use the term "no new subject." Should be "no new motion,"
Well, and it says, but a
except a privileged. one.
right.
Yeah. So that should be a motion. But that's something that the proofreaders didn't notice. But okay, I can understand why they say that.
You could always amend something previously adopted if
Oh,
more
okay.
information comes up later.
That's fair. That's
That,
fair.
to be fair, that's a letter Kenny thing. You don't watch.
But yeah, I
Letter
mean the
Kenny.
reason that's the reason why I was saying prior to
Mm-hmm.
the session in case something else pops up, or maybe something makes it moot. You know, you never know. But okay,
Richard still hasn't told us why part 2 is the hardest. I think he'd be talking out his ass.
hey Richard, just offbeat question: how's the house repairs post hurricane doing?
And how's Daniel? Have you seen Daniel?
Daniel.
Hayes.
Oh, yeah, good question.
And writ. More importantly, how's writ? That's much more important.
Quit cheating.
What?
Quit cheating.
What?
Quit cheating.
Oh, no, that was you.
No, it wasn't.
I know you're projecting that's what cheaters do.
Yeah, oh god, this is a word salad.
Oh, God, no!
Well, look at it.
I'm not going to look.
No, you can't see the answer. There's too many words.
I can't
in the
see
way.
anything right now.
There's too many words in the way.
I don't have my glasses on.
See, it's a word salad.
I can't see anything when my glasses aren't on. So.
Okay. Another lay on the table one.
Oh, okay.
I know she likes laying on the table.
I do, especially now that I'm one drink in. I want another one.
That's what she said. While a motion to lay on the table is pending, a member wishes to claim the floor to make a motion and reconsider.
Reconsider what?
Why would they want to claim the floor when all the funds on the table? Anyway, which of the following is correct?
Yeah, but reconsider what?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Which of the following is correct? The member must rise to a question of privilege. I'm sorry. The member must rise to a question of privilege affecting the assembly as soon as the result of the... I gotta start this over. I'm laughing too
It's
hard.
not privilege either.
Hang on, let me try this again.
Okay.
Let me try this again.
Okay. I know this is just such hilarious subject matter. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Dick. Listen, okay.
I didn't say that. That was a comment.
We make Roberts pornographic.
That's easy to do.
It's not actually that easy to do. What kind of alcohol?
I don't. Earth to my wife. I'm not drinking at the moment.
No, he's just having Pepsi.
See, this is Pepsi.
Yeah, we are the epitome of maturity. But there is alcohol for you.
I know. I just don't drink it at the moment.
Why?
Because I'm working on that.
We got vodka you can throw in there.
Ew. Why would I pollute vodka with Pepsi?
Oh, well, that's
Only
true.
worse than that is polluting with Coke.
Oh, God. We're not even saying that. We're not.
Well,
Move on.
It is from there.
It is. I know.
You know why it's from there? Because they do styrofoam cups at the
When I
Maverick.
first moved to Colorado, I just couldn't get over that name. I'm like, I am such a sophomore boy.
Well, it's because they have these styrofoam cups either there or at the Maverick, so, you know. Why are you a little surprised?
Vodka is not about the taste, dear sir.
No, of course not. That's why you do things like put orange juice in.
Okay, you're distracting me from the issue at hand. That's what you said. Continue.
Okay, let's get away from the alcohol and get back to the back.
Oh,
back to
I'm
the
never
questions.
getting away from the alcohol.
Anyway, I'm going to restart this over. Okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and refresh this whole thing.
Okay.
While a motion to lay on the table is pending, a member wishes to claim the floor to make the motion to reconsider. Which of the following is correct? A. The member must rise to a question of privilege affecting the assembly as soon as the result of the vote on the motion to lay on the table is announced and before other business is taken up. I said this is a word salad. B. The member must rise and, without interrupting the chair, wait for recognition before a vote is taken on the motion to lay on the table. C. The member must rise and interrupt the chair while the motion is pending and before a vote is taken on the motion to lay on the table. D. The member must rise and without interrupting the chair, wait until immediately after the result of the vote of the motion to lay on the table is announced.
What's A again?
Hang on a second. Okay. The member must rise to the question of privilege affecting the assembly as soon as the result of the vote on the motion to lay on the table is announced and before other business is taken up.
So he wants to reconsider the vote?
That's the problem, is they don't say what they want to reconsider.
Yeah, he wants
And
to reconsider that vote.
So, I mean, that's...
It's A or D, I think.
Well, okay, do you want to hear B or C again?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. B, the member must rise and, without interrupting the chair, wait for recognition before a vote is taken on the motion to lay on the table.
Well, you can't reconsider it before the vote if that's what they're reconsidering.
Right.
Okay, no, it's not B.
You're rubbing your eyeshadow.
I know. Ugh. Okay, continue.
C. The member must rise and interrupt the chair while the motion is pending.
No. It's A or D.
And D is the member must rise and, without interrupting the chair, wait until immediately after the result of the vote of the motion to lay on the table is announced.
A.
So the difference is either
A.
This, okay, and the answer is actually C.
Oh, fuck. I don't get it then. I don't get it. I don't
like
get
I said,
it.
it's a word salad.
Yeah,
It's huge-
yeah.
Okay, let's go. This one I gotta look up. This is.
So what was C again?
C is the member must rise and interrupt the chair while the motion is pending. And
Why
before
the motion
vote
is
taken on the motion to lay on the table?
But what's there to be reconsidered if the motion is still pending?
That's what I don't get.
Well, what motion are they?
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to call this one shitty.
Yeah, because I don't know what the referent is here.
Yeah, let's go look at section 17, page 218, which is lay on the table. Under form and example, it's towards the very last page before we're calling orders of the day. Okay, it is that for certain. Yeah, that paragraph right there. Yeah, what is that? 1723. Yeah, 1723 and the 12th. Okay.
I still don't get, though, this is out of context, so I don't get this either. But, right, but what are they reconsidering? I still don't get what they're
Just
reconsidering.
walking back a minute here.
I think it's a reconsider anything. I thought they were reconsidering the motion to lay on the table. That's why I discounted B or C, because I was like, how can you reconsider something there hasn't even been a vote on? But I think they're talking about making a motion to reconsider nearly anything that has happened previously.
I mean, too many pages there. Let's see.
I think this is I don't.
Since the motion to lay on the table can neither be debated nor amended, the chair puts it to a vote immediately after stating the question on it as follows. Chair, it is moved and seconded to lay the pending questions on the table. As many as are in favor of laying the pending questions on the table say aye, those opposed say no, and so on, etc. For certain limited purposes not involving debate or amendments, such as to make a privileged motion or motion to reconsider.
Reconsider what?
The member can claim the floor while the motion to lay on the table is pending. To do so, the member rises up the chair by calling, Mr. President, immediately after the chair has said it is moved and seconded, and before the vote is taken. The chair grants the member limited recognition by answering for what purpose does the member rise.
But I still don't. What is being reconsidered?
That's the problem. They don't say what's being reconsidered.
I don't get it. It can't be the motion to lay on the table because there hasn't been a vote yet. And that's why I didn't understand that question.
I'm calling this one shitty.
I mean, either way, like,
And I'm calling it shitty because there's context missing
there's
here.
a lot of context missing.
Yes. So.
Okay, I don't get that one. That is. But, okay, how much would you pay me for next board meeting where I just start jumping up and yelling, Mr. President! to Wayne? Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Look, JJ even says I wouldn't, because it's so contextless.
Yeah, it is.
So now I feel good if JJ wouldn't have gotten it.
One doesn't mix uppers with downers, Coke and whiskey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, get out your shrooms. Not allowed to talk about shrooms on YouTube, though. They definitely will demonetize you.
You can buy 8-ounce cans of pre-mixed
Oh, I thought you were talking about
rum and
shrooms.
Coke in Europe. Out of vending machines, I might add. We didn't have those here.
How do you pronounce that name?
Which name?
Shamus?
I would pronounce it Seamus.
Seamus? Seamus. I got the Mushroom Growing Bible.
Okay.
And we're going to probably... Well, I'm not saying that because... Okay, Homeland Security or ID, whatever the fuck you are. I'm totally not doing this. We're thinking of maybe... Totally not thinking of growing mushrooms.
There's one out there that I came across from a friend of mine on Facebook yesterday. It's not a magic mushroom. It's a real mushroom.
Yeah, well, we want to eat them.
Yeah, this is edible. It's called...
It's edible. They're definitely edible.
What do they call it? Chicken of the lake or something? but it looks like it. No, seriously, it looks like a carnation,
Well,
but it's perfectly edible.
No, I'm
and they
trying
say
to
it
find-
tastes like chicken.
I'm trying to find other alternatives for antidepressants. So microdosing shrooms.
Yeah, Richard Brown. Gus back. What was the question? Why is the second section of the old test so hard?
Yeah, but he was curious as to the question JJ would miss. And
Is that
we're
the-
not going back. You're going to have to watch this later.
Method to reconsider something laid on the table, but it didn't say what we were reconsidering, and it was a goofy question. So
What? Wasn't that last one? Oh, yeah,
It's right
never
there,
mind.
yeah.
I've had one
You're up.
drink. They grow, and I don't like weed, so it said, Kaler, that they grow in 4 to 6 weeks in a P-Tech jar thing.
P-Tech?
Yeah, that's like some kind of growing method.
Weird.
Yeah. I've just started reading about it. Anyway, totally not doing that, though.
I know. I'm listening. I'm checking something.
I know, but you're ignoring me. Okay. Part 2 is the hardest just because it is. That's not an answer.
It is. It's
Its emotions has more questions than the other parts and has traditionally had the highest failure rate. Okay. That answered the question. Lydia,
Chicken of the woods, actually.
Lydia, will you please tell your husband to get off the...
That's what it looks like.
What, chicken of the
Chicken
lake?
of the lake, yeah.
That doesn't look like chicken.
It's
It
a-
looks like bacon.
It's a mushroom.
It looks
But
like
they say
bacon.
they say it tastes like chicken.
But it looks like bacon.
I know. The one I saw looked like a giant peach-colored carnation. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's edible and tastes like chicken. So
Okay.
Go figure.
Well, if I had the money, Richard, I would do it because I want to just... This
What?
test is ridiculous with how long they take to grade things. It's 3 months on motion scripts. 3 months. It's ridiculous. I've been taking this test now. How long? A couple years? It's ridiculous.
She wants me to get back on the subject. Which subject, Lydia?
Anything other than chickens.
Mushrooms?
Oh,
Vodka?
okay, are you ready?
No, but okay.
Which of the following is true
Yes.
about a question of privilege that has been ruled on adversely by the chair?
Okay.
It cannot be raised again at the same session unless an appeal is made and the chair's ruling is reversed.
Okay.
B, it cannot be raised again unless the motion to reconsider is adopted.
Okay. No, that doesn't make any sense.
C, it cannot be raised again unless a main motion covering the subject is adopted. D, it cannot be raised again until there has been material progress in debate.
Give me C again.
JJ says it hasn't been 18 months. Yes, it's been 18. Yes, it has. I started taking my exam before I ran for secretary. I ran for... I was elected by the delegates before I was assassinated by the LNC
Yes.
in July of 2020. So it's
In
been a
Orlando.
year.
Yes.
And how many? July,
It's been-
August. So that's 14 months. So how long before I ran for secretary did I start taking this exam?
It's 15 months, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been 18 months. I'm pretty sure it's been 18 months. I could go look it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we go. Do you have an
Okay,
answer?
Well, give me C again.
It cannot be raised again unless a main motion covering the subject is adopted.
But this is a question of privilege.
Yeah, that has been ruled on adversely.
Okay, and D was...
It cannot be raised again until there's been material progress in debate.
Okay, give me B one more time.
It cannot be raised again unless the motion to reconsider is adopted.
Nah, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you're raising a question of privilege and it's ruled out of order, which is what they say is not well founded, then you can't reconsider something that's out of order. So I'm going to go with appeal of the chair, which is A.
You are correct.
Because I'm only going by that because the logic of it is that
Yeah.
if they say that your question of privilege is not well founded, there's no question unless you appeal. Yeah, so you can't reconsider something that's not a question, so you have to get it appealed first. That's my theory.
Richard, I actually don't think the new method is very good at all. I can't give too many details because it would reveal some of the subject matters, which you're sworn to secrecy, which I'm sure you already know what they are, but I can't say it to everybody. I'm very unhappy with the inconsistency between the evaluators. one of the evaluators, I get nearly a perfect score, and the second evaluator on the same assignment, I get a barely passing score. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it. I think it's terrible. I think it's totally not ready for prime time.
Okay, this is under renewals.
Okay, which is
Section 38.
38.
It's green.
Okay, and green is what? Oh, bring back.
Bring back my emotion to me.
38, you say?
Yes.
38, you say?
I did. Yes, 38.
38, you say?
It's an interesting caliber of a chapter, yes.
Okay, renewal. Okay.
Let's see, page 338, which is into 339, which is under. Hang on, let me back up one page here. Under non-renewability during the same session and exceptions, which describes your standard characteristics or general principles. Excuse me. And it is down.
It's number 6.
Particular cases of the general rule against renewal.
Yeah, right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it is bullet 6.
See, mines are numbered. They changed it.
Mine are bullet points because it's a 38.
Okay. When a question of so it's 38, section 5, subsection 6. Right. When a question of privilege or a point of order has been ruled on adversely by the chair, it cannot be raised again at the same session unless an appeal is made and the chair's decision is reversed. After a decision of the chair has been sustained on an appeal, no point of order or appeal contrary to it can be made during that session.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to appeal it first.
Okay. Did you?
No, I did not. Here, hold still. You keep messing your eyelashes up. So
I didn't know. They're okay right now. All right. You're catching up with me. Or you caught up with me already. You're caught up with me already. You fucking bastard.
That's not what she said.
All right, I'm gonna get you, one way or another. You gotta sleep.
That is what she said.
You gotta sleep sometime.
I can make a joke there, but I'm not gonna bother.
That's okay.
You're the one who sleeps when you said you're gonna sleep when you're dead.
I know. I don't hardly sleep. I slept today though.
So
not enough.
That's what she said.
Not enough. It's never enough.
The sleep is not enough. Okay. Okay. Instead of laying on the table, now we're taking from the table.
Okay, at least we're doing something.
We're
okay.
making progress here, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. The motion take from the table has the right of way in preference to a new motion because of the following principle. A. It is higher, that's B. A. Only one main motion may be before an assembly at one time. B. It is higher ranked in the precedence of motions. C. If the assembly so desires, a motion already within its control by being only temporarily disposed of has the right of way over a new main motion. Or D. A question not yet disposed of by the assembly must be acted upon.
I'm going to guess C.
You're correct.
Yes. Take that, C, back.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. Yay. So now I'm still ahead. Yay. Okay. And what day are we going to?
I don't know.
The reason I'm asking is because I'm hungry. And I'm wondering if we need to take a break to eat and come back.
Well, that's a Wayne question.
Well, Wayne will be fine. Is he up there?
I hear him poking around a little bit.
Call him. I want to see if he's ready to make steaks. Because then we'll take a break and come back. Because I got to pee too. And I'm very hungry.
TMI.
I'm very hungry. But I have to... what day are we going to?
I don't know. I'm not even sure what day we're on.
We're on the 1st.
3rd.
Oh.
Hey, Mike.
What?
You never called, you never write?
Well, I was
Wayne!
going to come down to the basement.
Wayne!
What's wrong?
Can we eat now?
Sounds like we have a panic mode going on.
Well, I'm hungry, so can we take a break?
And you're also on the air.
Can we
Would you you like a steak?
You.
I can live with a steak.
Well, don't let me push it on you if you don't mind.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna break in a couple, and then and I'll throw the pizza for me in because I don't like steak. So we're gonna take a break.
You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat.
Well, there's
All right. Well, let me get the grill started. It takes a while to heat the grill up.
okay. All right, we'll do a few more days, and then we're coming up. All right. Yeah, so we're taking a break in the middle to eat because I'm hungry. All right. I was telling everybody else. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
It's Lydia, you could have been here. You know Wayne would have cooked for you.
She was busy watering the garden and pulling weeds and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Okay, but green beans too, because like I'm on a green bean kick. Are you ready, Mr.
We
Seebeck?
didn't go over this one yet.
Oh,
We hadn't finished that.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do that
We're
one.
getting ahead of the game here.
It's because I'm hungry.
Okay, the answer was C. You did get it right. You did mark it up there, and then we got to go over this. So
Okay.
this is section 34.
Which is
Take from the table.
take from the table. Which is what? Bring back
Yeah,
a green.
yeah.
Okay. You don't trying to learn that shit. 34. Take from the table. Right of way in preference to a new main motion. 34-4.
You are correct.
But you read that one.
Okay, it is down towards the bottom of that paragraph.
And we will be back today, JJ. We're just taking a lunch break, and we'll be back.
Taking a munch break.
A munch break.
Yes.
Because I get really cranky when I'm hungry. I like need a fucking Snickers.
Look at the monkeys. Munchies.
And I'm not even smoking any pot or anything, but I just, like, I really am like Godzilla destroying Tokyo.
Hey, it's the munchies. People say we're munching around. Anyway. Okay. The principle is that if the assemblies... let me back up, because that's just repeating the same sentence. In ordinary assemblies, a question is supposed to be laid on the table only temporarily, with the expectation that its consideration will be resumed after disposal of interrupting matter or at a more convenient time. Yeah, makes sense. Consequently, as soon as the business of or interrupting the matter has been disposed of, any member can seek recognition for the purpose of moving to take the question from the table, or, so long as it remains on the table, he can do so at any time under the classes of business listed in characteristic 1 above, except while another motion is pending or while a series of motions connected with one question is being introduced as explained in the next paragraph. We won't go there. If the chair recognizes someone else as having risen and addressed the chair first, a member who rose at about the same time to move to take the question from the table should remain standing and say that he rises for this purpose, and the chair should then assign him the floor, or even after a new motion has been made, but before it has been stated by the chair, the member who quickly rises and says that he does so to move to take the question from the table should be assigned the floor. The principle is that if the assembly so desires, a motion already within its control, by being only temporarily disposed of, has the right of way over a new main motion.
Okay.
Long paragraph, but basically says get the shit done, pick up where we left off. Yes.
Yeah, it'd be like you already started this, so like
Right.
finish what you started.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was me. So now I'm gonna do you.
chocolate? I don't put chocolate on my steaks. You have chocolate in the fridge, Lid.
So Richard says, based upon what I see and hear in the study course, there are still inconsistencies and kinks to be worked out. That's the understatement of the year.
That's because April keeps writing all these issues, and she writes crappily.
And Richard, there's one thing that I quoted the answer, like, because I already had it memorized, directly from Roberts, and I got marked wrong. And it, like, I wish I could tell you what it is right now, but like, we're sworn to secret. Like, you would be like, soda would come out your nose laughing that I actually got this marked wrong. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. I'm not happy.
Those are the ones you raise hell about. You say, no, this is the exact quote from this page, and this.
Yeah. Well, I passed.
You're telling me
so
it's wrong? I don't think so.
I passed. I didn't care, but like at the end when we have to give an evaluation, I'm definitely mentioning that one because that was bad.
Yes, you mentioned the Snickers, Lid, but we don't do Snickers on pizza either. That fuzzball flying around.
Are you seeing things?
No, I'm reading the comments.
No, I meant.
There was a little fuzzball flying around.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. Are you ready?
No, but okay.
We're going to do a couple more and then we'll go upstairs. Which of the following are misuses of lay on the table?
Taking the nap.
Wait, what? Hold on. Which of the following? Never mind. Which of the
Oh,
following...
come on. That joke was easy.
No, but I'm reading the answers. Which of the following are misuses of lay on the table? Got it. Okay. A.
Okay.
To lay a pending question on the table. To suppress a question without debate, as is possible under the rules of the United States House of Rep. Like, we care. B. To lay on the table the question for which a special meeting had been called. C. To lay a pending question on the table if there's no other matter urgently requiring immediate attention. D. All of the above are correct.
D.
It is D. I don't even think we need to look at... I mean, that's...
No, that was pretty...
Yeah.
that
But
one's pretty
one we do need to
self-explanatory.
talk about, though,
Yeah.
without reading the book, because everybody misuses the frickin'... You already heard me rail against this. Remember
Yeah.
when I was at that one board meeting, I'm like, it's not a motion to lay on the table. You're never hardly going to use that motion. It's this one. To lay a pending question on the table if there's no other matter urgently requiring
Yeah.
immediate attention. Because everyone uses that when they mean postpone definitely. It's not lay on the table. It's not table it.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
God. That is my pet peeve. That and seconding in small committees. Because I'm always like, second requirement, small committees. Shut up. Okay. I mumble.
That and no calling the question in committees.
Yeah, that I don't mumble at. That one I say out loud, but like I mumble a lot at meetings. I do, don't I?
I don't know. Usually Wayne's between you and,
Oh,
you and
God.
me, so, you know, I don't hear it.
It drives him crazy because I'm constantly just mumbling like, oh my God, that's not right. God, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
And I just sit there not saying anything because I'm not supposed to speak until I'm spoken to.
Well, when we were attending meetings when it was the god awful prior board,
Yeah.
you would be poking me, telling me to let things go because I'd be mumbling. Remember, I'd always mumble sitting next to you. You'd be like, "Let it go."
I'd be poking, let it go while I'm writing it down.
Let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
I'm a mumbler.
I suppose that's better than a moaner.
Depends on the situation. You don't want to be moaning at board meetings. Remember that recording?
It depends on how bad. Yeah.
Remember
how
that
bad
recording?
the motions are.
That first meeting?
Yeah.
You remember that noise? Was it Nathan Fouch? All
I
of a
don't
sudden, he was like,
This over the microphone. And we're like, what the hell was that?
I extracted that out on a video on Pink Flame of Liberty. We'll have to play that before we
Yeah,
break.
I
was,
looks at her and go, what the hell was that? Like, what the hell was that?
Everyone's looked at each other like, we'll play.
Sounded like he was passing a kidney stone or
Yeah,
something.
well, I'm pretty sure, didn't I extract that out?
I thought you did.
We'll have to play that before we go if we can. Okay.
Anyway. Okay. A motion to amend an existing standing rule
Oh,
is now pending.
it is. Okay, says who?
Says this. Another motion is made to amend the motion. Okay.
Oh, wait, stop. Start again.
Okay.
Hammer time. Stop.
Can't touch this.
Okay.
Can't touch this. Okay. A motion to amend an existing standing rule is now pending.
Okay, a motion to amend something previously adopted is
Yes.
pending.
Another motion is made to amend the motion.
To amend the amend. Okay, got it.
Okay. This motion would exceed the scope of previous notice.
But
This should be so freaking easy.
Uh-huh.
But the chair should
yeah, but are they requiring previous notice? Okay, continue.
A. Accept the motion and state it as pending, except that a higher vote requirement must now be imposed. B. Accept the motion and state it as pending. C. Rule out of order. Or D. Ask the assembly to decide whether the proposed amendment is out of order.
Roll it out of order.
That's what I would think.
But they're saying higher vote threshold.
No. They're saying B. Accept the motion and state it as pending.
Wait, what motion? The amendment? That exceeds prior notice?
I think so.
That's wrong.
I have one simple statement to make about that one.
That's wrong. Yeah, no, bullshit. That's wrong. Okay, I would have gotten it wrong. Let's just look at it.
Yeah.
And we'll decide whether it's because I think we're misunderstanding something
Oh,
here.
wait. That's a Sunday.
So when we come back, I get another chance.
Yes.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to try to find that one video. But I think we're missing something in context here. But it's a standing rule.
This is me raising the bullshit flag.
So it's a standing rule, though.
Yeah. Okay. This is under section 35.
I would think it would be a higher threshold, because wouldn't it be then a majority of the...
Which is under rescind of all things.
It should be amend something previously adopted.
Well, they lump those two together.
Okay.
So.
Oh, rescind or amend something previously adopted.
306, 13 to 18. This is standard characteristic number 6.
Okay, read it.
Okay. Are amendable by the process of...
What is amendable?
This is to amend something previously adopted.
Okay.
Or rescind. They say both. So. Okay. Are amendable by the process of primary and secondary amendment in any forms of the forms described in Section 12 as applicable to the particular case. Thus, a motion to rescind can be amended, for example, by substituting for it a motion to amend what is proposed to be rescinded.
Uh-huh.
But if a motion to rescind or amend something previously adopted is amended so that the change proposed by by the amended motion then exceeds the scope of a previous notice that was given, the effect of the previous notice is destroyed and the motion can no longer be adopted by a majority vote.
So it'd be a higher vote threshold.
Hang on, let me keep going. When these motions require previous notice, as may be the case with respect to a motion to rescind or amend a provision of the bylaws or a special rule of order, such a motion cannot be amended as to make the proposed change greater than what the notice had been given. Yeah, so...
Then their answer's wrong.
Their answer is wrong.
Shitty. That's a shitty question. That's a shitty question. It's wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. What they're saying right here is that if it's beyond scope, it raises the threshold.
Right.
So, yeah, this is shitty. That's the way that we would have understood it, that if without notice, it goes to the thing. Okay, Richard is giving us an update on him and Daniel.
Okay, you can take a look at. I'm trying to find.
Well, first of all, mark that as shitty because it belongs to be shitty.
I know I put this, and now I can't find it, and it's really bugging me.
Okay, Richard says...
Oh, hot mic at board meeting. Yeah. Okay, so before we go, we'll play that, but continue.
Richard says that he's seen Daniel and Rid a couple times since the hurricane. He has a fair amount of damage, and they lost all the roof shingles and roof leaks and collapsing ceilings in 5 rooms. But, about $100,000 of interior damage.
And he didn't have insurance, right?
I don't know, but holy cow.
Roof collapse. Oh, wow.
Oh, get a steel roof. It'll help you on the roof side of it.
Oh, God. But
Shingles suck.
It's that interior damage.
Yes, that's the worst of it.
Okay. Well, we're going to go on lunch, but we're going to play the hot mic at a board meeting first. But I want to make sure the volume is up. It is. Where is my other volume control? Let's go back here. It will be movie, I think. Or will it be...
Personal property damage. That's good. Well, that's something anyway.
Okay, so we're going to play hot mic at an LPCO board meeting, and then we're going to go, and we'll be back.
I would love to hear from you. Thank you for having me today, and I look forward to working
It's not playing.
together on this.
Why isn't it playing?
Oh, there it is.
No, it isn't.
It just went off.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. It's not playing here on my sound. It's not playing the movie or the sound effects.
I see. Technical problem.
Use echo. No. Why is it doing that? Give me 1 second here. We're going to do this a different way. Keep talking, Mike.
Nothing to talk about.
you can find something to talk about. Go back, because now I'm bound and determined. So let's go. Meeting. It's down here, right?
This Sunday one goes back to what a previous question. When reconsideration takes place after exhaustion of the previous question or a limitation or extension debate, those orders do not come back into force or debate on amendment or amendment is subject to the ordinary rules.
Okay, so now we can get it to play, I think. We'll see here. I had to download it. So here, choose file, download. I'm like look, John Flounce, Aaron lied. Hot mic at board meeting. Let's try this now.
I would love to hear from you. Thank you for having me today, and I look forward to working together on this. Please do email if you have any questions.
What was that?
I think someone had left their mic on.
Is that you, Nathan, on the phone call?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Nathan Fouch?
It's playing when I loud enough.
No, that was before. He heard it. I think you heard it this time. Oh. That was our first board meeting too. We were like,
What the hell was that?
oh. We all were saying it took a while. JJ. We were all just like this for a minute, and then we went.
What? What? The hell was that?
That was the same meeting where I made the analogy to a mountain of foreskins.
Yeah.
I think I extracted that out too.
Well, you extracted it out of Nick Sarwark's bag of, what.
Yeah, but I was trying to get him to pass a policy manual. I'm like, it isn't like I'm asking you to cut off your foreskins. I go, you can always amend it.
I think at that point, I think I went clunk of my head on the table.
Oh God, I come up with some arguments. All right, everyone, we will be back after I've had some food. Oh, oh my God. All right, bye-bye. We'll be back. Bye.